So, Edgar, we brought you here to Livigno, to High Experience. Hope you're enjoying the setting here around. And I do believe that this setting is a little bit another thing compared to the usual setting where you operate, where you work. How distant is the music industry routine from this perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I think we are, first of all, super glad to be here and yeah, finding such a nice surrounding and people. And yeah, was super grateful for the invitation. It is totally different because we were before the lockdowns and shutdowns, etc. We were in a super high intensive actually bubble. You know, it's fast, 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 fast. Daily business setups, etc. And here it's super slowed down. You know, so here it's totally like okay, being grounded again. Um, Take the energy of the nature in it and yeah, slow it down, and which brings you then also maybe some new fresh ideas. It's great again to be like more in this kind of surrounding and talking to people and getting new ideas actually. Yeah, because in the daily job you are sometimes kind of in the tunnel, and then you're just focusing the job, the project, the daily target. Okay, done, that's it. So there is not enough space sometimes to look right and left and being then creative. And this is probably a good idea or like, yeah, option to get out of the box again and finding maybe some new creative ideas and sharing, you know, some inputs from him, some inputs from them, and so on and so on. And this is creating then, this is then the creative part actually we are looking for.
Yeah.
All, no?
The music industry is ever changing, maybe even more now than before. And Cocoon is a sort of wonder within that field because it's still there, it still goes well, it's still at the forefront of everything. What's the recipe to survive and do that well?
Being always hungry, you know, and not giving up and not taking it as normal to be where we are, and just like being hungry for yeah, new music, new events, new chapters, everything like yeah, actually being hungry. You know, this is the recipe probably, and have the fun with it, and enjoy and do it with passion, and yeah, and being just always curious for something new. I think this is a kind of a key point, and having like for sure like with Sven, somebody who's like really going always on and on with new ideas, and the import
pushing all the time.
is pushing, but positively. It's not like being not this kind of push where you cannot keep up the level. So he's sharing and he's sending inputs and ideas in it, and yeah, I think this is kind of a recipe. It's also sometimes a bit magic. It's also sometimes a bit luck. It's had also, I mean, we went through good and bad times. You know, we like had in the past super great times, and then maybe then you finding yourself new again with music and with the events, etc., etc. So this is an up and down, but always being need to be always like positive, you know, with your target somewhere on the horizon, and think, okay, let's go.
You shouldn't be scared by the downs probably, because sometimes scare takes a role inside the business and this could harm everything.
Yeah, but this is like now also in this situation. This is okay. It's a super worse and it's a super tough times, but this is this typical thing calling there is also a chance in also when you're going into a crisis or through a crisis. And yeah, this is now you have to be like flexible. Now you have to be like okay, sorting everything out, and then okay, what's my possibilities? Maybe I have to change something. You should change something, and then going out of that into a new way.
There is an overload of music production nowadays because it's much cheaper to make a decent record, decent sounding record, and there's so much music around. How do you deal with this? How do you try to handle this overload?
Um, Actually, yeah, we are for sure. We're looking also about what other labels are doing and stuff. But at the end, we have our own way and structure and philosophy, and we are following that. And yeah, I think this is you have to be like true to yourself and to your philosophy, what we are doing. And this is like we are kind of quite wide open. You know, we are not like this kind of one-sounded label. We have a DNA for sure,
Yeah.
and this DNA is absolutely a cocoonish, but it's wide open. It's from the electro, deep house, minimal, techno, trancey, melodic, straight techno. So we stay for actually a wide open sound. Yeah. But and this gives us also the freedom to not looking just for one thing. But the point is okay. Yeah, we have to deal with the let's say also the point that there's so many music coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we receive weekly roughly all in all 100 of demos. Yeah, which I cannot listen for sure to all. Yeah, but. Yeah, but we have, I think, our core, and then there's for sure some inputs from Sven or from Maurizio, plus from the other artists we released already with, and some new demos, and you know, and this is enough actually. So we don't need to be like super stressed and hectic and nervous. What to do? There's so many new music. Hey, maybe it's the best to cut it more down, slim it down a bit, yeah, strip it down, and then going maybe for 6-7 releases a year and not anymore 10, 12, 15, which we had also. We had the time we released every 2 weeks. So for sure it was super strong music, but from the consumer side, imagine you going to the record shop and every 2 weeks there's a new release of your label. So there is a point coming where people say, I will skip that and I will take the next one.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, so that's why we will go down again a bit, and then every single release has a bit more attention, you know, and this is more highlighted, and it can work and can live and yeah, can grow, and this is probably it's for our business or for our philosophy maybe now better than
like
flooding the market. I mean, this is also a recipe for sure when you are maybe more super commercial and you have to keep let's say the money rolling, you know. Okay, probably it will work somehow, but then there's no focus probably on every single release. It's just a mass. It's just
maybe it's a short-term strategy, because rarely if you're flooding the market,
in and out.
That's it.
Yeah, in and out. Yeah, you never will realize this person again. Yeah, after 2 years. And we want to release music, timeless music. You can put the record which were released 5 years ago again on the turntable and think, wow, it's still. You can still easily. It could be released today.
Yeah. Final question to your very personal opinion. Apart from Cocoon, which is the record label that you admire the most?
Admire the most? Oh, there's a lot. I mean, like musically or like the history of how they did it. Or okay, let's do it like this. Simply, one of the most for me it is a kind Perlon, Warp. I think those two cassette on the compilation page. I mean, they are also for so long in the game. Yeah, these are super labels from the really early days. I mean, Perlon also like now 25 days in the 25 years in the game. Warp, I guess, even longer.
Maybe more than 30.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
So this is amazing. Yeah, Ghostly International, a really great label from US, also over 20 years. This is tough, and this is like wow. Yeah, has to be really like.
This is serious.
Yeah, and we are also happy to be around. Now we are celebrating this year Cocoon Recordings 20 years anniversary. Also, like I mean, yeah, I would say those labels are for my personal opinion, yeah, wow,
I'd
simply,
say it's a great podium.
yeah.
Thank you, Edgar. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the day.